Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. It is Saturday, June 29th, so you know what time it is. It's Wax Gaming Weekly Recap time, where we try and go through all the latest information from the Wax blockchain in 10 to 15 minutes, so you don't have to dig through all the Discords and the Twitter feeds. I do it all for you in a shorter amount of time, trying to save you some time and get you the most important information as quickly as possible. Before we dive into the video itself, I do want to go ahead and do a shameless plug. If you didn't see it earlier this week, I actually kicked off a brand new series, the Immutable Gaming Weekly Recap. May adjust the name here or there, but it is out there. It is now focused on the Immutable blockchain and all the great things that they have going on there. So if you enjoy games, if you enjoy Web 3.0 games, and you're looking to kind of broaden your horizons as far as games go or get some additional information, here's another good one that you can go ahead and check out, and we will have other ones coming here in the near future. But before we jump into the video, please take a quick look at this disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please make sure you do your own research before you jump into any project. Don't take my word for it. Just make sure it's right for your situation. All right, let's dive into it with one of my favorites, Avalon. Avalon has had a lot of updates go on recently. I actually will be doing a full video of it, all the updates. I actually walked through with Marius earlier this week, where I went through and we walked through each of the updates that they've done over the last few months. I'm going to go ahead and highlight some things and actually show you some things that aren't even released or available to the public yet. So keep an eye out for that video coming here soon. Just a couple sneak peeks. They do have a number of other pieces of equipment in the game now, where you can go ahead and search for them and you'll be able to get NFTs for it. The first one here that you see is the Druid ring. You can go out there and fight the goblins. He is in the hunting grounds. I won't show you exactly where he is because that's part of the fun. But you can go ahead and get them. I hear this is a must-have for any casters out there, any spell casters. I usually play a tank, the Templar. But if you're a spellcaster, you definitely want to go out there and try and get this ring. In addition to that, there is a new craftable item that once you go ahead and craft it in game, it will be available as an NFT. It's not quite there yet, but it is in the forge. I can confirm that. I did check that out. So you can go ahead and see that there's a number of pieces that you get from raid bosses. So you can go out there and get those pieces, combine them into one item. It's also a very good for the casters. That you'll notice the theme here. There's a lot of casting NFTs and pieces of equipment that are going out there. And then they also have a new companion. I did mention this last time, but I actually got to see it in action in the game, and I have some footage from it, so I'll show you that in the video coming up here from Avalon. This is the first companion you can actually have in game. It does help you in battle, so it will attack whatever you're attacking. It's not the super strongest yet, so it's more of a lower level companion. But more to come with that. So just keep an eye out for that. It's definitely something worth getting. From my understanding, it can take out a number of wolves, which is decent for a new player to help them out. But again, I have a feeling there's more to come with this. So I wanted to go ahead and mention those new companions and NFTs that are available in Avalon. I also know that they have a new collaboration with Wombat. So if you're at all familiar with Wombat, I think I also mentioned this last time, but wanted to mention it again. So you can go ahead and play the game and earn rewards in Womplay. So go ahead and check out for more details on that one. Jumping over to FGL, want to go ahead and start off with the biggest news that's coming up here in the near future. Outlaw Troopers Season 13. Whew. 13 is going to be going ahead and kicking off here shortly. To be exact, it is going to be July 2nd at 2 p.m. my time. But they did go ahead and do another orbital thing. This is actually one of my favorite events from the FGL studio. Orbital, unfortunately, I was not able to join, but it's a fun. It can last 10 to 15, sometimes 24 hours. But they do give it a lot of rewards. It's a lot of fun. It's a little grindy, but it's a grindy in a good way. It keeps you addicted because you want to keep on playing. You want to keep on moving forward. So they actually had another one of those this week. So I wanted to go ahead and mention both those. But if you're an Outlaw Trooper fan, keep an eye out. They are going to be kicking off Season 13 on July 2nd. Also from FGL, I want to go ahead and mention that they do have a Cosmic Clash tournament that just completed. So if you're involved in that, go ahead and keep an eye out for the rewards. Let me know how you did if you were able to go ahead and work through those. They do have the regular season for Cosmic Clash kicking off here on July 8th. So get ready for that new season. And then last but not least from FGL, we have Mecha World. I just wanted to go ahead and mention they added a bunch of Aphelium NFTs to the rewards. If you're not familiar with Aphelium, I've done a number of videos on them. It's a Discord-based RPG game. Actually, probably have some more videos coming out there for Aphelium here shortly, but I wanted to go ahead and mention that they do have that collaboration going on, and just a hint, it goes both ways. So if you're playing Aphelium, keep an eye out. We're going to have some more information on a collaboration on the other side as far as not Outlaw Troopers, but FGL in general over on the Aphelium side. Moving on, we have NFT Battle Miners, specifically Shadow of Depths. If you're not involved in the season or you're not keeping track of the season, there is about 13 or 14 days left, depending on the time you're watching this video. They do have a survey out in the Discord, kind of getting your opinion as far as when do you want the next season to go ahead and kick off. Do you want a break in between the seasons? Do you want to go right away? As you can see, the options, it goes from no break all the way up to more than a month. And I'm actually surprised at the feedback we're getting from this one, as far as a lot of people are saying the most right now is 2-week break, which I get. It's a grindy type of game, but it's a fun, grindy type of game. So 2-week break, and there's also quite a few people that are asking for a month break in between it, and I'm assuming that's because of the summer and because everybody's going out there, for those of us in my area of the world. So that's my guess. I was actually expecting more 1 votes for like a 1-week break, and I can even see a number of people saying no break because they really want to go ahead and keep grinding. But if you are playing the current season, go ahead and push for another 12, 13, 14 days, depending on when you're watching this. Some good rewards out there for Shadow Depths. Next on the list, we have Aphelium. A couple things from here. If you're a shareholder, NFT, one of those things that are out there, go ahead and check your inventory. You should have got a reward on Wednesday, June 26th. So that should be out there in game for you. And also, as I mentioned previously, there is a collaboration right now with Outlaw Troopers. It's an item in the black market. You can go ahead and check that out. It's a limited time event. So you can go ahead and try and earn that if you're in the game and you're enjoying both sides of it. And then here we go with Wombat. It's not necessarily a Wax update, but it helps out the Wax community, helps out Atomic Hub. It really kind of continues to broaden the awareness around there. Just so you're aware, if you're out there on Atomic Hub, they do have the Immutable and the Immutable X marketplace. They are now providing rewards if you buy and sell on the Immutable blockchain. So I want to make sure that you're aware of that. Something else from the Wombat side on not necessarily a good note. There's been some rumors around of insider trading with the tokens. Adrian and the team went ahead and posted something in the Discord this week. You can go ahead there and read in more detail, making everybody aware that there's been nothing going on, and providing some more details on that. I'm not going to dive into it because I don't know all the history behind it, but I thought it was something notable that I should bring up here, because I'm trying to give you the most interesting and most notable and most appropriate information on this video. So I wanted to go ahead and put that one out there. Next on the list, we have the Introverse. This is going on as of the time of the recording. I did want to highlight that Novopangea is, as usual, right there in the running for the championship here. At third place, I feel like every single time they have Introverse that Novopangea is on there, they are ranked in the top 3. So congratulations to them. Their community is a strong, fantastic community. So it's awesome to see that they're out there again and competing well, as they always do. And then we're moving on to Taco Studio, just letting you know that there is a Season 6 giveaway for Cryptia. You can go out there and win one of 3 different mythic gears. So go ahead over to their Discord and click on the link and check it out. Then my usual Realm update. Actually, a quiet week for Realm this week because there's no activities. But coming up here shortly after July 4th, so from July 5th to July 7th, is one of my favorite events within Realm. It's the global events, without a doubt, the most fun, interactive. They get you in there, they get you hooked, and you get some great rewards from playing it. So the first one of the season is kicking off here at the end of next week. And then the next, they actually have 2 others throughout the season. So keep an eye on that schedule if you're playing Realm. And then we're going to go over to Warsaken. We haven't talked about Warsaken in a little while. Warsaken actually is going to kick off an event here on July 1st through July 8th. It's a nice collections event, a collection challenge. If you're playing the game, you want to go ahead and check it out because you have a chance to go ahead and get some rewards from it, just from playing the game and having the NFTs in your collection. Then moving on to Cosmos 11, they just completed their season 4 phase 1, so you can go ahead and check that out. Season 2 or phase 2 of that has kicked off by the time you're watching it. It kicked off on the 25th, a little bit late. It happened in between recaps. I want to go ahead and mention that. And I also mentioned last week, keep an eye on their Discord. They do have some activities, migration, some movements, some more coming on at the end of August, early September. Don't know the exact date. They haven't posted it yet, but keep an eye on their Discord if you are playing, just so you're aware of everything that's coming up here in the near future from Cosmos 11. And then Thrive on Mars. We got this far through the video without really mentioning the Woofy token, but you know, it's whack, so the Woofy token has to come up at some point. You can go ahead and check out Thrive on Mars. They just included 1 billion Woofy, which is up for grabs. Again, I don't think I can go a week with this recap without talking about Woofy. Take that for how it is. And then last but not least, we want to go ahead and mention the new collection for Funko. Daria, not something I'm super familiar with, but I guess there's enough people out there that enjoy this type of the series, and that they made a whole collection of it. So that will go ahead and drop on July 2nd. It is a very limited pack. This is probably one of the most, not the most, but one of the most limited packs I've seen so far. Standard packs 7,000 available, and premium packs 9,500 available. They're still doing the cool thing where if you get a premium, you get an extra 2 cards, which I appreciate. When I was collecting these, I would love that. But as far as the physicals, not excited at all about this. Just my personal opinion. Again, I know there's probably some people out there that are loving this, but personally, it's not something that I would jump into. They only have 4 available, which makes sense because it's such a limited release. So if you like any of these, go ahead out there and check them out. Again, this is another series in a row where they haven't added a Freddy alternative or a Freddy version within the collection, which again, I am a big Freddy fan, and it just, as soon as I see that, it kind of turns me off. Plus, I didn't really like the series, and now I'm kind of rambling, so I'm going to go ahead and stop talking about this. So that's really it from this week on the Wax blockchain. If I missed anything, go ahead in the comments down below. Let me know what I missed. Let me know what new games are coming out there. I know there are a few that are coming out here in the next few months. Once I have some more details on those, if I think they're entertaining enough to include in here or popular enough to include in here, I'll start putting them in there. So keep an eye out and let me know if there's anything that you see. Again, I want to go ahead and remind you to go ahead and check out the Immutable Gaming Weekly Recap. That did kick off this week, so we do have a video out there for that. It will continue here for the foreseeable future. I'm not sure exactly what date what day of the week it's going to be released on most, but again, wanted to go ahead and throw that out there. Plus, we have a ton of gaming reviews coming up here in the near future. Actually, for the rest of today, I will be recording them. I have 5 or 6 on slate to go ahead and record over today and Monday. So a lot of games to be reviewed here shortly, so keep an eye out for those. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.